Have a happy day, first English students. Now we will continue our unit syntax. So last topic we discussed dative, and the next topic we are going to discuss is coordination and subordination. Okay, coordination and subordination. Open at page 223. Okay, open at page 223. Okay. So what is coordination and subordination? In English language, there could be long sentences. In any languages, there are long sentences. And how long sentences are written? So that is the question. Okay, how long sentences are combined? How long sentences are written? Okay. So how long sentences are written and how two sentences are combined, so that is what we are going to discuss. So there are two ways of combining sentences. There are two ways of combining sentences. So one is coordination and the other one is subordination. One is coordination and another one is subordination. Okay. So coordination. Okay. So let's say I would say don't confuse yourself what is there in the book. It's very simple. Coordination is nothing but a compound sentence, and subordination is nothing but a complex sentence. Okay. Coordination, of course you can write it in the examination. There is nothing wrong in it, though it is not given in the book. அப்படி சுத்தி வளைச்சு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, பட் this what do I say is correct. Coordination is a compound sentence, subordination is a complex sentence. Okay, and if you do not know what is compound sentence, and if you do not know what is complex sentence, then everything is going to be difficult. The whole unit syntax is going to be, you will never be able to understand without having basic knowledge in grammar. Okay, basic grammar itself is enough for you. Okay, so we don't have time to revise the basic grammar. So I did not explain or revise basic grammar, but if you do not know basic grammar, I can't help you. That's what I can't say now. Yet to revise fast what is compound sentence and what is complex sentence. Compound sentence which has two main clauses and one conjunction. Okay, in a compound sentence there are two main clauses and one conjunction. In a complex sentence there is one subordinate clause and one main clause. Okay, again, if you do not know what is main clause and what is subordinate clause, let me revise. Clause is a group of words which have complete meaning, yet it is not a sentence. Clause is a group of words which gives complete meaning, and which has a subject and a verb, which gives complete meaning and which has a subject and verb. That is the most important point. In a clause there should be a subject and verb. Okay, so main clause it can convey complete meaning. Okay, it can convey a complete meaning. Okay, so say for example, I am a teacher. In this sentence is grammatically correct. I am a teacher, full stop. Okay. I teach English language. Okay. So first sentence, I am a teacher, I teach English language. Okay. So these are the two sentences. And if I want to combine these two sentences, I can simply add a conjunction. I am a teacher and I teach English language. Okay, so this is example of compound sentence. Okay, So in the compound sentence, I am a teacher and I teach English language. In this long sentence, I am a teacher is the main clause. I teach English language is another main clause, and is the conjunction. Okay. If you take the main clause, I teach English language. If you take the main clause from the sentence, I am a teacher and I teach English language. If you write it separately, it convey complete meaning. It can act as a sentence. Okay. So this is said to be main clause. Okay. So conjunction, that is important parts of speech which help to combine sentences. Okay. So but yet there are examples of conjunction. Okay. So coordination is nothing but compound sentence, and subordinating is a complex sentence. In a complex sentence, there is a main clause and a subordinate clause. So what do you mean by subordinate clause? Let's say, as I teach English language, I am a teacher. Okay. As I teach English language, comma, I am a teacher. Okay, so this is example of complex sentence. Okay, so as I teach English language, if you keep full stop here, it doesn't convey complete meaning. Okay, though it has a subject, it has a verb, there is the word as is placed at the front, in the front of the clause. As I teach English language, this phrase, this clause cannot convey complete meaning. Okay, as I teach English language, and then the question comes. Okay, as I teach English language, I am a teacher. Okay, so here, as I teach English language, I am a teacher. In this sentence, as I teach English language is said to be subordinate clause. Okay, so this is example of subordinate clause. I am a teacher. If you take that phrase and write it, it conveys complete meaning and it is a sentence. Okay, but here in this complex sentence, I am a teacher is called as main clause. As I teach English language is subordinate clause. Okay, so that's how I am a teacher, I teach English language. These two sentences are combined. When we combine into a compound sentence, I am a teacher and I teach English language. So this is example of compound sentence. As I teach English language, comma, I am a teacher. So this is example of complex sentence. So the second sentence is example of subordination. The first sentence is example of coordination. So okay, so when we coordinate sentences, we can use so what are the words given here? And, or, but. So by these words, words, we can coordinate sentences. That is combined sentences. As we coordinate sentences, there are two main clauses. So the example given in our textbook is Sam ran away and Sally stood still. So this is the and is the coordinator. Sam ran away. Full stop. Sally stood still. So they both the sentences convey a clear sentence, clear meaning, and the speaker wants to combine the two sentences, and the word "and" is used. Sam ran away and Sally stood still. Okay, so this is "and" is the coordinator, and the same sentence is converted as complex sentence. So here subordinator while is used. While Sam ran away, Sally stood still. Okay, so while Sam ran away, Sally stood still. Okay, so this is example of subordination or while the word while is the subordinator. Okay, so now we will discuss where is the coordination is further divided. Okay, so how sentences are coordinated. So first one is clausal or sentential coordination, and the second one is phrasal coordination. So the coordination, how sentences are coordinated. Okay, and there are two ways of coordinated, and C coordination has two main clauses and one conjunction, that is it is a compound sentence, and so still the concept of coordination is further divided as sentential or clausal coordination and phrasal coordination. So clausal or sentential coordination has conjunction as and or but. Okay, so by using these three conjunctions, two clauses or two main clauses are combined together, and two sentences are coordinated. So let me read out the example given in our textbook itself. Sam sings well and his sister dances well. Sam sings well and his sister dances well. Okay, so it is simple coordination and. Okay, and the clauses beginning with the coordinator cannot be moved in front of the preceding clause. Okay, so another point is that this here when using the words like and or they have to be placed only in the middle, in between two clauses. It cannot be placed at the at first in front of a sentence. Okay, so that's what given here. So another example is they are abroad on a tour or they are at home. They are abroad on a tour or they are at home. Okay, so see, the meaning is completely changed. Okay, and has different meaning or has different meaning but has different meaning. Okay, so let me remind you, and so here or acts as coordination to combine these two sentences. They are abroad on a tour or they are at home. So either this sentence, this main clause, they are abroad on a tour or they are at home. Okay, they are in abroad, they are somewhere in country, or they may be in home. Okay, so that is the meaning, and using the word or these two sentences are combined, and Sam will come do his work and take rest. Okay, so here two clauses, even three main clauses are used. Okay, the first two main clauses are combined using comma. Sam will come, do this work and rest here. Okay, so still they are example of this sentence is example of coordination. Sam will come, Sam will do this work, Sam will rest here. The three sentences are combined in this way. Sam will come, do this work and rest here. Okay, so the next subtopic is semantic implication of coordination by and. Okay, semantic, that is meaning. The word and has various layers of semantic implication. If you take dictionary, the meaning, all the meanings are not given, but as far as grammar is concerned, the word and has these kinds of semantic meaning. Okay, so there are 8 semantic meaning given in our textbook. Okay, The first one is, let me read out the example alone. He fell ill and was absent. He fell ill and was absent. Okay, so he fell ill, he was absent. This should be the sentence. Okay, he fell ill, he was absent. Okay, so the reason or the consequence of the first main clause is the second main clause. Therefore, and acts as a consequence or a reason for the first main clause. He fell ill. Because of that, he was absent. Okay, so that is the meaning. Okay, so he fell ill. So Sam fell ill. Because of that, he was absent. அதனால அவன் வந்து absent ஆயிட்டான். Okay, so he fell ill. He was absent. So there is no need for soap. Okay, he fell ill and was absent. So the implied meaning is that because of his illness, he was absent. Okay, and the second one, the event, to convey an event chronologically. I woke up and got ready. The first event is I woke up and got ready. So this is under semantic meaning, and Sam is to convey a contrast. Actually, but should be used for a contrast. Yet in these examples also, and the same and is used. So Sam is clever, and Jim is stupid. Okay, so here the two sentences are Sam is clever, Jim is stupid are combined with and to convey the meaning of contrast. See, Sam is clever and Jim is stupid. So two contrast ideas are combined using the word and to convey comment, he is late and that is his usual. He is late and that is his usual. Okay, to convey a comment, the speaker wants to comment on a particular point, that is the main clause. So for that and is used. And then fifth semantic meaning, to introduce the element of surprise. Okay, he worked hard and he failed. Okay, for this sentence also, yet is the best word. At the same time, native speakers use and also, and yet both could be used. But I will ask you to use in this particular. He worked hard, yet he failed. Yet is the best word, but even if you use and, there is nothing wrong in it. Okay, so அவன் ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் பண்ணியும் ஃபெயில் ஆயிட்டான். Okay, so this is the idea here. And so sixth, my son and I will give you the money. Okay, so release my son and I will give you the money. So condition clause and okay, let me move fast. The semantic implication of the word or, of the coordination by or. Okay, so usually or is exclusive, expressing the idea that only one of the possibilities can be realized. You can go to Rome or you can go to Paris or you can remain here. Okay, so or is either one main clause could be possible. Okay, that is the meaning. For that purpose only we use the word or. That is a meaning of the conjunction also. Meaning of the conjunction or. Okay, so you can go to Rome or you can go to Paris or you can remain here. So only you have these two possibilities. You cannot go to America or you cannot go to Australia. You can go to Rome or you can go to Paris or you remain here. You cannot go to America or Australia or Africa. Okay, so that is the meaning. That is the basic meaning which we all know. And or is inclusive. Okay, so you can have rice or you can have chapati or you can have both. Okay, so inclusive meaning is also possible. So inclusive meaning, you can have, if you want to have rice, you can have. If you want to have chapati, you can have. Or if you want to eat both, also you can eat. Okay, so this is said to be inclusive, and you can. The other example, they are quite happy, or at least seem to be so. Okay, so a kind of restatement again to emphasize the point. They are quite happy. They are very happy, or at least they seem to be happy. Okay, அவங்க சந்தோஷமா தான் இருக்காங்க, ஆனா பார்க்க சந்தோஷமா இருக்காங்க. Okay, so it is obvious that to see at them, I feel they are very happy. Okay, so that is the mean. Or may imply a negative condition, obey or I will shoot. Okay, to give command, to give an order, obey or I will shoot. Some, I'm actually seriously saying, not only for to explain this example. Okay, submit the assignment or your internal marks will be reduced. Okay, so for this purpose also the word or is used, and the semantic implication of coordination but. So this is actually but is used to convey contrast. Okay, so to convey contrast, to combine contrast, meaning to combine contrast main clauses, muranpadrathu completely. Okay, so for that but is used. Okay, the example is Sam is rich but he is unhappy. So we are thinking that being rich will be happy, but Sam is rich, he is rich but he is unhappy. Okay, so Sam is rich, he is unhappy. So they are contrasting meaning. Okay, so but that is the truth. We all think that being rich will be happy, but Sam is also rich, but he is unhappy. Okay, so it is also the second point is to make restatement. Negative statement is restated. He is not lazy but works hard. Okay, he works hard. That also then he works hard. The implied meaning is he is not lazy. Okay, so let's say if someone says that Hamapriya is lazy. Okay, someone says that Hamapriya is lazy. Then immediately I will say Hamapriya is not lazy but works hard. Okay, so let's say when someone says that Hamapriya is lazy, Hamapriya is not lazy but she works hard. Okay, that is the statement I will make. Okay, so when someone says that Hamapriya is lazy, no, she works hard. That is not the proper emotion is not conveyed. Hamapriya is not lazy, she works hard. So, okay, for this purpose also but is used. So neither nor either also the word or is used. And okay, let me move fast. So phrasal coordination. So what do you mean by phrasal coordination? How do we combine sentences? The phrase. So and or but. So using these three conjunctions, two main clauses are combined to form a long sentence. So here what do you mean by phrasal coordination? So in phrasal coordination, instead of two sentences, two or more phrases are coordinated. Two or more phrases, two or more subjects. Okay, so Anusha, Riya and I went to beach. Anusha went to beach, Riya went to beach, I went to beach. Okay, so the subjects are joined together and I say Anusha, Riya and I went to beach. Okay, the example given here is Venu and Meera make an ideal couple. Venu and Meera. Okay, so two subjects are combined together two subjects are combined together to have a long sentence. 2 and 2 make 4. 2 and 2 make 4. Okay, so this is also 2 and 2. This is said to be a noun phrase. Venu and Meera. So this is also subject in this sentence. And or are the main coordinators for phrasal coordination, but is used only to link adjective phrases and adverb phrases. A very short but unusual thrilling story. It is a very short story, but unusual. But it is an unusual thrilling story. Okay, so but is used see a very short story, a very short but unusually a thrilling story. Okay, so whole words is combined together as noun phrase or subject here. A very short but usually thrilling story. Okay, so there is no verb here. Only when we have verb we can say that it is a complete sentence. So a very short but usually a thrilling story is rare to read. Okay, now only the sentence is complete. As I say, a very short but unusually a thrilling story is rare. இந்த மாதிரி இவ்வளோ ஷார்ட்டாகவும் த்ரில்லிங்காகவும் ஒரு ஸ்டோரி வந்து யாராலும் எழுத முடியாது. ரொம்ப ரேரான விஷயம்தான் அது. ஓகே, ஸோ எ வெரி ஷார்ட் பட் அன்யூஷுவலி த்ரில்லிங் ஸ்டோரி. ஸோ இப்போ எ வெரி ஷார்ட் அண்ட் த்ரில்லிங் ஸ்டோரி போத் ஆர் combined together using the word but. He worked slowly but steadily. Okay, so this is also contrasting. So he worked slowly but steadily. This is a complete sentence. Okay, so there are different types of phrasal coordination. Okay, so still these phrasal coordination are further divided, and the first one is noun phrases are commonly co-joined. Okay, as I said, two subjects, two nouns are co-joined. Sam and Jim are brothers. You or I, my friend and we. You, he and I. Likewise, two or many subjects are combined, and this is said to be phrasal coordination. And then the second one is demonstrative. Okay, so demonstratives can be linked to each other or to other determiners in the noun phrase NP. This and that pen. This and that pen. That is, these are those whose. So they are example of demonstrative adjective. So this and that pen. Okay, so this is example of phrasal coordination. And we have and. I mean the word, the conjunction and or can link two or more than two noun phrases, and all but the final instance of conjunction can be omitted. We congratulated Tom, Sam and Jim. Okay, so we cannot divide this sentence. We congratulated Tom, we congratulated Sam, we congratulated Jim. We congratulated Tom, Sam and Jim. Okay, so thus lots of nouns are combined together. And then we have phrasal prepositional phrase. The example, the test in April and in May are postponed. The test in April and in May are postponed. Okay, so in April and in May. So two phrasal prepositions are combined together and acts as a phrasal coordination, and thus it is a long sentence. And then fifth one, you can announce it loudly or by using a microphone. So adverbials, and they are also combined together. You can announce it loudly or by using a microphone. You yourself shout loudly, or you can use a microphone. Okay, so just to adverbial or used actually, if you do not know the basic grammar, I have to explain a lot, but already the length of the video is 29 minutes. Let me complete this topic by this video itself. So adjectives, both the predicative and the attributive, can be co-joined. She is young and pretty. The young and pretty girl spoke well. Okay, young and pretty. The two adjectives are also joined together. So two adverbs, to adjectives. They can also be joined together to act as a phrasal coordination and make a long sentence. Okay, so subordination that could be discussed in the next video. Thank you.